Hi there guys, and welcome to the History Teacher. Today we're going to be having a look at Martin Luther and the Protestant Reformation. This is important to the Elizabethan era because the divisions between Catholics and Protestants originate from Martin Luther. Protestantism didn't exist before the end of the 15th century. This all comes from a guy called Martin Luther, who was a German monk and not to be confused with Martin Luther King. In 1517, Martin Luther produced his 95 Theses. These were kind of questions that he wanted answering. There was two central things to this. The idea that the Bible is a central religious authority. Monks and priests have been taking advantage by reading it in Latin to the majority of people who couldn't speak Latin. This meant that they could take advantage of people by selling indulgences. People could buy their way out of the sins they had committed, and they could get absolution. They could go to heaven just by paying to absolve their sin. But Martin Luther said, no, the Bible is a central religious authority, and that humans can reach salvation only by their faith in God, not their deeds. This sparked the Protestant Reformation. These ideas had come up in history before, but it was only through Martin Luther's 95 Theses that things began to change. So Martin Luther comes up with these ideas and very famously nails the 95 problems that he has to the door of his church. A way I always remember this is with my little rap, as goes as follows. 95 problems, but the Pope ain't one. If you're having church problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 95 problems, but the Pope ain't one. Hit me. 95 problems, but the Pope ain't one. I got 95 problems, but the Pope ain't one. The reason I say the Pope wasn't one of his problems is because he never ever intended to start a new religion. He only wanted to change the way that the Catholic Church behaved and stop the corrupt practice of selling indulgences. Importantly, this is at the beginning of the printing press, and lots of people start to agree with what Martin Luther is saying, and they start to print these and spread them around Europe because the printing press is a new, fantastic way of getting information from one place to another. Martin Luther's ideas spread. As a consequence of his ideas, people start moving away from the Catholic Church and they become Protestants, and the word Protestant comes from protest. And there are a few people in England at the beginning of Henry's reign who are already interested in these Protestant ideas. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, you can do at @TheHistTeach. If you've got any specific questions you'd like to ask, email me directly, and don't forget to like and subscribe below. I'll see you next time.